Hello everyone, my name is KelSounds, and this is episode 3 of Making Sounds with Meld inside of Ableton. We are going to be making a bass sound with Meld. I think I might duplicate the sound a bit inside of an Ableton track, but before we dive into the sound design, I want to show you guys a quick recap. So this was episode 1. This was episode 2. It was like a lead sound. And episode 3, we're going to make a bass sound. So I actually, again, I was messing around with this earlier, just to kind of get an idea of what kind of sound I wanted to make. And I made like a sort of growl sound with the filters, and I want to show you guys how I recreated it. I went ahead and just deleted it because I was like, I better not keep going with the sound because I want to show you guys what I did. So yeah, we're just going to restart, and let's just dive right in. So for this bass, the first thing that I did was I grabbed the sub. I'm going to turn this off because I'm not going to be able to remember exactly what I did, but I'm going to try and get a similar result to what I was doing. Not going to really mess with the envelopes or anything, but yeah, let's just go ahead and mess with this. I had to turn it up an octave because it was pretty low in the sub. You can't really hear it. And I think aux just adds another sub sine wave below this current octave sound. And then I went ahead and grabbed a low pass 12 dB MS2 just so I can have some drive and resonance. Actually, I turned the resonance up by a lot. Let me turn down that aux. And so it already kind of sounds like a bass. And then I went ahead and turned the drive up all the way, which might be a little bit crazy. I'm going to mess with the tone as well. You see, that already sounds really cool. And then I went ahead and turned on bass, or the second oscillator. And I think I'm going to run this through a high pass. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, high pass. Might turn up the resonance on that as well. Turn the octave up for that. And I also want to group these. And I think I want to map these to macro 1 and kind of just mess with the mapping of each parameter. So we're just going to mess with this. And I think I want to actually turn the volume off and on as the filters go up for the second oscillator. So maybe I'll map this to macro 1 as well. Then of course have this at whatever volume. And then inside of this rack, I think I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this. I'm going to put this, yeah, right here. And then I think both of these are still routed to the say macro. And then for the shape, or not the shape, the tone. No, yeah, the shape, not the tone. Whoops. Kind of just mess with the tone for both of these really quickly, and then I want to map the shape of both of these meld sounds to macro 2 to kind of get like a different texture. So for our first, actually let me go ahead and rename these. And then for our first sound, for the shape, I'm gonna go ahead and map that to macro 2 and do the same thing to the second, the duplicated version of this. And this will be like a texture. And then if you add like an overdrive to this, so I can just go ahead and do that sounds really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and save that really quickly. So we got both of our melds here, and let's see. I think that's about it, really. That's the sound that I got earlier. And then you can even add like a filter on here, like another one. So let me go ahead and grab an auto filter. And if I map this to, oh wait, I have to group this whole thing. This is going to be a bigger rack. If I go ahead and map this to macro 1. Oh, I'm going to have to, hold on, let me see. Is this? Okay. Oh, whoops. Unmap to that. Let's see, map to filter to turn up the resonance on this by quite a bit. Let's just kind of mess with the mapping. Okay, maybe not that shape. And of course, we throw some more saturation on this bad boy. Yeah! Yes! Oh! I'm just gonna, yeah, and then turn the dry wet down by a little bit. Turn the volume down a little bit. Then of course you can always just throw your own sub on this. And that's our sound. So that is our 2 Meld instruments. Not really sure what to rename this. I'll probably name it like my Meld just based. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I think I like that. And then I'm going to rename these again. Then of course if you want you can just turn the filter off. But yeah, I'm going to just leave that on. And then for the timestamp, this is our final sound. Let me just go ahead and boop and boop. Here we go. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.